Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. Sorry, I'm a little bit more subdued today. My throat's kind of crappy. I apologize. So yeah, a big question on everybody's mind, I'm sure, is what happened, T-shirt? You okay? So here's the deal. I have an 8-inch gash right across my abdominal wall. It's being held together by stitches that dissolve or will dissolve in time and glue. It hurts to laugh. It hurts to sneeze. It hurts to cough. And it kind of hurts to shit too, to be quite honest. Because if I strain anything at all in that area, it hurts. It hurts to stand up. It hurts to sit down. It really hurts if I move side to side. I can't sleep on my bed right now. I'm having to sleep in a recliner because I tried sleeping on my bed the very first night, and I tried shimmying side to side to get out of it. And the pain was blinding. So, yeah, after that I tried the recliner, and it's much better. Till, of course, I got a goddamn Charlie horse in my leg and had to try to hop up out of that thing so I could walk it off. My leg is still stiff from that, so yay. Guys, I'm all kind of fucked up right now. Like I said, I've got a gash across my stomach, I've got a sore leg, and I've got my lower spine still kind of hurts me from the car wreck I had on Tuesday. It's like the world is trying to beat the shit out of T-shirted historian, and they're succeeding, but I'm still here. Still kicking. Trying to stay off the pain medications because that stuff constipates you. And let me tell you what, there ain't nothing worse than being constipated when you have abdominal injuries. And it's not like the painkillers were really doing all that much anyway. So just not doing it, just toughing it out. Frequently, getting into some serious sweat issues from stress, I guess. They had to intubate me, so I've got an area at the bottom of my throat where the blockage feels like it was. That's also what's responsible for making my voice sound so wonderful today. It's hard to swallow anything because it just feels like I've got I don't know, like a something stuck in the bottom of my throat and it won't get out, like a chicken bone or a piece of corn or something. I don't even know how to describe it, but it sucks. But am I glad that I went through this operation? Yeah, I am. Because I fully believe that by the time I'm all healed up and raring to go, I'll be in 100% better place than I was before. So now it's mostly just healing and trying to get over that. So yeah. That's how I am right now. How are all of you guys? Let's find out. I only have 2 people in the back? Wow. I'm really surprised. I figured there'd be more people wanting to come out and at least poke fun at me, if nothing else. Anyway. Hey, Graham.
Hello. We're going to replace Don Johnson as Gash Bridges.
There you go. Gash Bridges. Iron. And he's
can't hear you.
He's muted.
Muted. MEW.
You're muted.
Oh. Nope.
Yep.
There's little bits of hissing noise, but no voice. So unless you're hissing, you are a cat.
I think that's coming from my end. No, I guess not. Let me check his thing. Okay, let's see. He's got echo canceling. Okay. No, he's just gonna jump out of the studio and come back. He needs to just get back on his camera because the cat thingy I think has run its course.
Hey, cats are cute, and they're internet catnip. Weirdly
Are
enough.
they?
Yeah. People dig cats.
I don't know. I'm a dog person, so I know that's probably not as popular, but
Less photogenic. Move around too much. Dogs do.
yeah, but they love you unconditionally. And how about now?
Oh, I think it works this time.
There you go.
Yes.
Just so we're clear, we have to do our quasi-comedy show, and it hurts you to laugh. So your pain is part of the entertainment.
I guess so. I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, if you guys make me laugh, I'm gonna end up having to like drop out because I'll be in too much pain. There's a whole bunch of.
I approve of this message.
Good thing we're not funny.
Yeah, it's a good thing we're not funny. Yeah, there's the chat tune or the chat tunes.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole bunch of those, and I can't watch them because I know I will fucking split a stitch open and bleed out all over the goddamn floor. So
it's a small sacrifice I'm willing to make.
I can't watch my Uncle Roger videos for the same reason. I can't watch any of the funny stuff. So I'm just kind of keeping it together, without that. But you know what? I do have some new clips, and I believe you will enjoy these because I believe you suggested some of these. Are you ready to preview some new clips?
Sure.
Okay, here we go.
Quick! Change the channel!
Yeah.
I mean, I had forgotten how much of a gold mine Street Fighter was for funny stuff. This one is one of my favorites. Yeah.
I guess you didn't see that video.
I'm sorry. See, that's a good one. That's a good one. And then everybody's favorite. Oh, yeah.
For you, the day bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday.
Yep.
You need to if you can cut it down to like that last 2 or 3 seconds and put that into the Tuesday opening, it would be perfect.
That would be sweet, wouldn't it? Yeah, maybe you should do that. I can always throw that to Animane and see if he can do it. But speaking of that, since I'm recovering this week, I'm finally going to sit down and try to roll out my Shin commentary for Fist of the North Star because I've decided I need to go ahead and start detailing all the character stuff. I've been kind of getting back into it. I've been enjoying it again. And I had forgotten how much I enjoyed Fist of the North Star. Which is odd for me to say, I know. But, I mean, I always enjoyed it. But, I mean, there's, depths of enjoyment. And I found another one. So, I think I'm going to jump on that for a little while and see how that goes. This month, by the way, is the very last issue that is going to be released of the new book series by Viz. So I think that's supposed to be March, I want to say 23rd. But I'm not entirely sure. Maybe 25th. But in any case, yeah, that'll be the whole series. And kudos to Viz because they finished it. They tried to get it started and stopped a couple of times before. Gutsoon tried to run it and stopped and started before it got too far. So Viz actually has taken it all the way. And I'm proud of them for that. overwhelming silence of the crickets is telling.
It's your thing.
Yeah.
It's not my thing.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Point. Yeah. It's not your thing. Oh, all right. Let's see. Well, what kind of fun stuff did we have happen this week? Oh, okay. Couple of things. On Max, there is a new series called Coyotl, the Beast, or the Man Beast, or something. I think. I just started watching the series first episode. It's all in Spanish, but of course it's dubbed. If you want it to be dubbed, and the dubbing is terrible. I mean, it really is. It's. I mean, you know, I should watch it in Spanish with the subtitles, but I'm lazy and I'm just watching it dubbed.
You bring shame
it's pretty
upon
good.
your ancestors.
Yeah, I guess I am. It's about a guy who... It's basically like The Crow, where this guy, you know, he gets killed, and he's brought back to life, and his spirit animal is like the coyote, and so he becomes like this coyote superhero vigilante guy fighting the cartel.
With all the powers of the coyote?
It's
Slinking.
more like a werewolf. More like
The
a werewolf,
ability
really.
To slay chickens.
No. I mean, like I said, he's really more like a werewolf. It's, I mean, pretty much if it wasn't a coyote, it would be, you know, Werewolf the Apocalypse almost. Except that the CG is really not good. I mean, for an HBO Max show, I'm really surprised at how bad the CGI is. So it must have been pretty low budget, but I don't know. Like I said, I've only watched the first episode. Kind of into it. I'm kind of enjoying it. We'll see how it goes. They got new episodes every Thursday, and they're up to 3 episodes right now, so that's a good thing.
What was that werewolf film about So the werewolf was a Native American working as a steel worker in New York.
Was that Wolfen?
I don't know.
With Albert Finney?
Don't know.
Was Albert Finney, wasn't it?
I don't remember. Oh, you're gonna make me look it up now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. That's one I need to get, by the way, on Blu-ray. It was one of my favorites back when I was a kid. It's actually really gory.
That might be it. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, had Edward James Olmos playing an Indian and high steel workers, and
yeah, my memory's playing silly buggers because it's bridge workers, not skyscraper. Fair enough.
It's okay.
Collective bird memory found it.
It's all right. It's all right. Yeah, it was good. The other one I saw, which is pretty much like What Happened If the Crow Met Old Boy, is called Demon City, and it's on Netflix. And when I say it's The Crow Met Old Boy, I mean like it almost literally is. It's like this Japanese guy is like this big-time underworld crusader, you know, wiping out Yakuza gangs and all this other crap with really big cleavers and knives and stuff. And apparently he's also got like some kind of a, you know, demon or demonic spirit within him, which he doesn't release. But at some point, you know, he and his entire family are killed. Or at least he's not killed, but he has a bullet put in his brain, and he's pretty much like rendered into an invalid. And you know, he's basically, you know, a vegetable for I don't know how many years. I guess 18 or so. I'm not sure. Until one day he finally regains his abilities and starts killing again, and then he, you know, finds out that you know, the Yakuza actually didn't kill his daughter, but they've, you know, been raising her and all this other stuff. And so yeah, it literally is, you know, like I said, it's like Old Boy and the Crow got together and had a baby.
And he's a demon.
Nothing to
Run!
And nothing to do with the animes, Wicked City or Demon City or...
No,
That
nothing
was,
at all.
That was where my mind had went, and then T-shirt had to tell me, no, it's nothing like that.
I have both of those movies, Demon City Shinjuku and A Wicked City, and no, it has nothing to do with either one of those. But it is a fun little movie. It is on Netflix. I mean, if you already have Netflix, why not watch it?
Yeah.
You found a movie that you pestered me and Dungeon Delver about called Star Night. Oh my God, is that horrible Italian movie with the guy with the really nice looking hair wearing the really cool looking outfit?
That just sounds like we're talking about a Yakuza movie.
Well, yeah, except that this guy is like wearing like a, futuristic looking kind of organic space helm type
that's
thing.
the one with the sweatback hair. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that movie was pretty terrible. But I was a kid, so, I know I rented it.
Klaus Kinski's in it, so all right, yeah, you're in for some quality there.
Okay, now I have to watch it because Klaus Kinski's in it.
And Harvey Keitel.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
I tell you what, that's one thing I do wish. If I had a time machine, I would go back and like watch every behind the scenes. Well, I'd secretly be behind the scenes watching every Klaus Kinski film just to watch him go insane.
Get a job with Fangoria or something, and
yeah, no
do
kidding.
on-set interviews. Yeah, back when magazines were a thing.
Oh man, I miss old Fangoria. I miss Cinema Fantastique. That was a really good one.
I remember the El Rey network was briefly a network run by Robert Rodriguez, and it was all about directors. Like, he would go and have on. Oh, he would always have on like Quentin Tarantino or his other director friends, and they would just like sit down and nerd out about movies. It was great, and you would get to watch like all this like El Lucha Underground and like all these like Shaw Brother films.
Oh yeah. I used to watch that stuff because I used to watch Lucha Underground. I loved Lucha Underground. I thought it was the best wrestling. I mean, because it was like they tried to do it more or less like they knew what their audience was and they weren't messing around. They were just kind of like, okay, let's have fun with this. And they just really went into the drama of it, and it had a lot of really cool wrestlers and personalities.
Didn't Robert Rodriguez just start a new thing called Brass Knuckle Films or something meant for sort of indie and fan films?
No, I'll have to check it out. And Lazarus, Watanabe's new series. Hi, by the way, K-Mike, it's good to see you, buddy. You doing all right? Ken Watanabe. I'll have to check it out. Yeah. K-Mike. It's our friend K-Mike.
I think Rodriguez just launched a new thing called Brass Knuckle Films.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
But I don't know much about it. I'll just drop the link for a news story about it. But
we got Savo. Hey, it's good to see you. Great hair and outfit. How could it be terrible? It was. I'm sorry, it was. Good, chilling. All right, man. It's good to hear. Grim, I don't know if you were around or if you caught the Tuesday show whenever I was talking about Isekai.
Might have done. Don't remember.
Okay. Well, to refresh your brain if you watched it, or to inform you if you didn't. So I was thinking of something to kind of reinvigorate my desire to run a game again. And buoyed by the fact that I have started watching Campfire Cooking in Another World with my absurd skill, I realized, Isekai is actually kind of a fun genre. I mean, why don't we try to run that as a game? But Isekai is really at its peak fun when the characters have, their special super duper power thing, right?
Based on their previous life,
or not.
Yeah.
And the deal is, it's like I thought about using Godbound, but I thought, no, that's just way too powerful. And it's, some of those powers are more powerful than others. So what I did was, and I'll show you guys, I literally got up onto ChatGPT and asked for isekai powers. First, I asked for 20. It gave me 20, and I said, well, that's good, 20. So what about 50? Just to see or actually, then I asked for 30, because I thought, okay, I can roll a D30. So it gave me 30 more, and I was like, all right, let's try the big one. So I said, okay, how about 100 so we can roll a D100? And it did. And I haven't actually looked over all the powers yet. All I thought is, boy, this was way too easy. Which also makes me... Huh?
So how many do we have on the list now?
We have 100.
20 and 30. Okay. Ooh, so
we just have 100. So let's take a look at them real quick.
In that case, let me get out some dice, and I'm going to roll for my new power.
Well, I haven't looked over how powerful these things are, so some of these might be really bad. Some of these might be doubled up. I don't know. But let's see, like, what? Time rewind, reverse time by a few seconds to fix mistakes, but only works for small-scale actions. That's a pretty good one. Miniature summoning. Summon tiny, weak creatures that could serve as helpers or distractions.
And would get you banned from Games Workshop stores.
Oh, yeah. Plant whispering. Superhuman sneezing. See, I told it to make sure and put some quirky ones in there. Invisibility to animals. Humans can still see you, but animals can't see you. That would be actually kind of funny. Glowing eyes. You can see in the dark and potentially reveal hidden things when their eyes glow.
To mimic tastes. I thought it said mimic testes.
No.
Which,
I'm not sure how well that one would work. The ability to perfectly mimic any flavor or taste in food.
Make yourself taste bad every time a monster bites you.
Yeah, either that or...
Like, I'm telling you, babe, it tastes just like ice cream.
Uh-huh. Meteor shower. Call down small meteors, but they're random and often not precise. Yeah, I could see why that one could be really nasty.
Let's see. I got 84.
Hang on. Let's not start rolling stuff yet. Paint manipulation. Manipulate any form of paint or ink to create art or structures temporarily.
The Louvre will fear
crayon.
you.
Okay, look, see now it. No, never mind. Okay. Rewind speech, the ability to rewind and re-speak anything you previously said, which can be said to correct mistakes. Oh, Jesus, I wish I had that.
Mm-hmm.
If I had a power, that's the one I wish I had.
I would just abuse that to insult people to their face, then wind it back.
Yeah, I mean, or either that, or you're asking a girl out for a date, and it's like every time she says no, you rewind it and you try something different until finally one of those lines goes through.
Remember, 16 no's and a yes means yes.
That's right. Glass manipulation. Control glass to create barriers, weapons, or other shapes, though it's fragile because it's glass. Fertility inducement. Make crops or plants grow rapidly or even accelerate reproduction in animals.
One pig. 2 pigs.
Yep.
4 pigs. 8 pigs.
My lord, I can't understand it. All of a sudden, all the pigs in the kingdom are having children or having piglets.
Even the males.
Even the males. Communication with insects. Yeah. Mood regulation. Influence the overall mood of and that would be a really good one. That one would be more powerful than it seems at first. Even a little healing touch actually would be kind of Sunlight absorption. Absorb sunlight to gain or heal energy, but only works when the sun is out.
Sun's out, guns out.
Yep. Enchanted tuning fork. Use the sound of a tuning fork to create vibrations that affect the environment. I don't know about that one. What'd you end up with? 88?
84.
84. Temperature control. Slightly alter the temperature of your surroundings, either warming or cooling.
You know, that would be a great one to have, especially when I don't have heat in my car.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I don't even have a car now. So there you go. Yeah. My car is totaled, man.
I'm just saying it's like the one power I want to have, especially when it's -10 out.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Now see, you already had paint control. Now you have ink control. Manipulate ink to create temporary objects, maps, or even trap enemies. It's like, oh my god! If you go into a library, all of a sudden it's like you're God.
That's a replicated power though, because ink comes under paint from the way the paint was described. So you have to sub in something else there.
Or make the ink more powerful as a, as a trade-off.
Or you just go and make it a different liquid. Honey.
Yeah, because that's really common. Honey control. Familiar bonding. Huh?
If you take up a job as a beekeeper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if you interpret honey quite liberally, it could mean like control girlfriend.
Oh no. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know about all these little isekai powers. Maybe I'd have to let people roll 2 or 3 of them just to enjoy. Because I don't think there's any one power in here that's overwhelming. Because all the isekai characters are overwhelmingly powerful. Rising of the Shield Hero, that dude ended up being mega powerful, and so did all the other guys. And Campfire Cooking, that guy ended up being really powerful because his ability to, buy anything from his world, and then his cooking actually enhanced people.
The Appraiser anime has is another good case of that, where he's gone from being able to just analyze items for the rarity to he can analyze the movement of your attack to be able to figure out how you're going to attack, to being able to then break down and learn all your stuff, you can shoot fireballs. That's how you do it. Cool, I can do that now. Thanks.
It's a bunny, yes. Stone throwing mastery, yes. Did you see that one? Yes, instantly become an expert at throwing small stones or pebbles with deadly accuracy. That could actually be pretty good under the right circumstances.
Yeah, bullseye.
Basically, yeah. The bullseye effect.
Choking old ladies to death with flicked peanuts and stuff like that.
Oh god, that movie. That was funny though.
Mm-hmm.
That actor is something else, man. Because it's number one, he just refuses to quit.
We'll call him Farrell.
Yeah, and he's been in a lot of terrible things. But I don't know, man. It's somehow he just he keeps going at it. He keeps coming back, and in Penguin, he's unbelievable. That's one of the best shows I've watched in a long time.
I don't know. I still go back to that motivation in Daredevil, where his passion for the fight is he made me miss.
Nah, you need to watch Penguin. Absolutely need to watch Penguin, because you wouldn't even know it's him, for one thing, under all the makeup
and the prosthetic penis.
I didn't see the prosthetic thing.
And he covers his Irish accent quite well.
Yeah, exactly. But let me see what else. What else did we have going on this week? We did have a few things.
Did you hear about the leaked Powerpuff Girls trailer?
Yes, I'm the one who posted it.
No, I did not.
So, to rewind the clock a little bit, about 3 or 4 years ago, there was a proposed live-action show on the CW network, which is the same network that did like The Flash and many of those other DC superheroes,
which were good at first,
and they were going to make it based on the Powerpuff Girls, the cartoon, and from everything that leaked about the show, it was a colossal train wreck. Like all the Powerpuff Girls were adults now. They kind of hated and resented everything that came before. It was all the checkbox rating of the shows off that network.
Oh God, yes.
Like they all kind of became just complete and total messes. They were all, I think they were all going to be basically made bisexual or perhaps gay. Just complaining about the patriarchy. It was everything you came to expect from the network.
Their creator was black for some reason suddenly. Yeah. The trailer was bad enough, but after they leaked the script first, and the script is what convinced everybody that it was so terrible. But, then CW tried to tell us, oh, no, that script is a prototype. We weren't really going to use that. Then the trailer leaked, and then if you went back and you looked at the script, you found out that the script actually matched the trailer. So it was kind of like, yeah, you lied. And you lied badly. Das Wolfen. Good to see you. All right. Oh no, dash attack. He said no. Well, that's okay. We can't count on everybody, I guess.
Let's see. Savo. So apparently part of the plot was Mojo Jojo was killed.
Yeah, so they have like Mojo and Jojo, who are two people, like a father and son.
What? You cannot kill Mojo Jojo, for Mojo Jojo is invincible.
Mojo Jojo is my favorite thing to watch on Powerpuff Girls. Oh, this part is stupid.
I would have. There's a morbid curiosity I would have had to finding out how they would have played up him,
Wheel?
Gender ambiguously red devil, always wearing like tights. Like Grim, how would you describe him?
Transgender Satan.
Pretty much.
Pretty
much.
One of the best things in the show, really. The voice, especially, is just
yes. Yes. Oh. And by the way, yes, we got a first look at Severus Snape. So I hope you all enjoy. Doesn't he look very Alan Rickman?
He does, doesn't he?
I mean, from a photo negative sort of view. Yeah, this is the guy they got to pick or to play Severus Snape in the HBO Harry Potter series.
There's nothing about Snape that necessarily links him to any particular race.
Ethnicity.
Yeah, I don't know. That's much of a big deal.
Well, I mean, I didn't honestly expect them to 1-for-1 cast somebody who could equal Alan Rickman, but at the same time, this was kind of... I should have expected this, but I didn't.
Well, plus, it seems like the internet, by and large, has largely solidified on how it should have been Adam Driver.
Yeah, I can see that.
I actually thought it would have been cool if he was Keanu, but... Let's see, what other news did we get? We got Robert Downey Jr. is writing backstory for Doctor Doom.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's an oh dear thing, because I'm like, why are you writing backstory for somebody who has this much backstory written about that? Oh, wait, Dash gave me $5. Says there is a reference to him in the full trailer. Girls, stop literally Satan. Dash. Let's see, what clip do you want? Which one should we give him for this? That's a lot of money.
One of the new ones?
One of the new ones? Okay.
Well, if he's smart, he'll change the channel.
That much too short for $5. Come on, let's give him Tuesday.
For you, the day bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday.
There we go. Let's see. Dawes Wolfen says, my Iron Codex supplement should be on Drive-Thru RPG in May, depending on if I can get artwork from the artist I'm soliciting, in case you wanted some positive geek news for change. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because, yeah, my understanding is that Drive-Thru RPGs print prices are going up. Because, I don't know, I guess the cost of unicorn blood costs more these days, which I'm convinced is what goes into the ink process.
It'll be because Lightning Source or Ingram, whichever name they're going by these days, has put their prices up.
Mm-hmm.
Though their UK prices for printing haven't gone up that much. So, tariffs? I don't know.
I don't know.
Aren't they printed in like Tennessee?
I thought they were printed in Tennessee.
Where's the wood pulp come from? Is it Canadian?
Yes.
A hell of a lot of paper products used to come from Canada. That's why so much printing used to be done in Canada. Whether that's still the case, I don't know. But that caused that paper shortage a couple of years back for some reason.
Seems like you'd want to source all your wood pulp from South America since they're cutting down trees anyway.
Or maybe you don't want to encourage them.
Well, I mean, it's going to happen one way or the other. I mean, the cowboy is pretty much a thing of the past. Within the next, 10 to 20 years, American cowboys are going to be, just hobby farms, because all of your beef ranching outfits and all that kind of stuff is going to be completely coming from Brazil and South America. If they sell anything in the United States, it's going to be like, beefalo or specialty cattle types.
Or grown in vats from seed lines.
You never know. Kind of hope not. I don't know what chemically generated beef tastes like, but
it still sells. It's just grown separate to the cow. It's more ethical and potentially cleaner. But I guess we'll find out.
I mean, it's like the people who all say that, like, oh no. I mean, if we make grasshoppers into protein powder and we put that into your candy bars and stuff like that, you'll never notice.
Achieva powder.
Uh-huh. Savo says Tennessee has put a general tax on all local industry to reinvest in whiskey and 45 ammunition. I believe it.
That's something, considering that like they got a couple of big old whiskey factories down there.
Jack Daniels, big one.
Well, now Canada isn't buying any American booze anymore. Maybe that's put a dent in it.
Possibly.
Like, the funny thing though is if they really wanted to go and hurt Canada, they would put a tariff on like Kraft mac and cheese.
Oh,
I don't know. I think Canadians being forced to drink their own whiskey is punishment enough. To be honest. I do not have a good opinion of Canadian whiskey.
Oh.
But apparently the maple whiskey is quite nice.
I don't drink at all, so I'm going to have to take your word on that.
I just got a big old bottle of some Tennessee whiskey. It's like cookie dough flavored for some reason.
Why?
Because America.
No. Why?
It seemed like a funny idea at the time.
I guess. I don't know. I don't understand this world anymore, please.
Now I want to go mix it into smashed cookie dough and like bake it.
So that would be some really interesting cookie. Although, most of the alcohol would be lost in the process.
We're doing it for flavor.
Okay, fair enough.
So we're going to have like cookie dough that tastes like cookie dough.
Are you serious, Das Wolfen? You can break them in one move at 2,000% tariff on toilet paper because 87% of Canadian TP comes from the U.S.? Really? Wow. I mean,
Though really the tariff doesn't work that way ultimately. Like, the tariff prevents those goods from coming in from the other countries. So if the U.S. were to put a tariff on Canadian lumber, that would affect us from buying Canadian lumber.
Yeah. That would be rough just because, you remember back when we had, the lockdowns, and a lot of people were going to home improvement stores and picking up lumber to do stuff around the house, and they were running out of lumber because, shipping.
Oh, they were packed.
Uh-huh.
We ran out of wheat flour in the UK, which is weird because it's one of the few things that we're completely independent on. We produce all of our own wheat flour, but most of it goes into industry. And so suddenly, with everyone wanting to do home baking, those supplies ran out.
You know what I remember running out of? And this is going to tell you just how silly America is, I guess. So during the lockdowns, I was still working, taking care of an autistic child as, as his caretaker. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that he really, really liked was Lay's dill pickle chips.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I would stop at convenience stores and stuff all the time to try to get him a bag of dill pickle chips, and there weren't any. It's like that flavor just disappeared off the shelves. I don't know why. And salt and vinegar too.
Well, I know that tends to be one of the top 3 flavors, regardless.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got a shortage, that would be the first thing to run out. Yeah.
Yep. I guess so. It's weird what runs out. Anyway, you guys want to see something to get offended by?
Isn't that what we're here for?
That's right. Let's watch them.
Do you see how this could be offensive to a real, authentic Mexican?
Hey, can I just say that I'm Mexican and this doesn't bother me at all? Because these tacos are great.
Okay, sir, I appreciate your feelings on the matter, but I don't need you to be a mouthpiece for an entire cuisine, okay? As long as a white man's doing the cooking, I won't be eating here.
That's so on the nose. It's like, if you're Mexican or something or Latino and you say, it's like, I'm okay with this. Then immediately it's like, well, you don't speak for everybody. Just kind of like, but
you do.
Yeah, but you do.
What's this from?
I don't know, but it's funny.
Oh, I'm not the cook. Guillermo's the cook.
Guillermo? Okay, wow. Guillermo, let me guess. You've got some poor Mexican dude back there slaving away for $5 an hour so that you can call these tacos authentic. Excuse me, senor. You don't need to work here. You can open your own taco truck.
Guillermo doesn't speak English.
야! 고기도 필요해!
기다려!
말 그만하고 빨리 움직여! 알았어, 씨바이!
Now, what's funny about this is the fact that we have always been telling people, it's like, those Chinese restaurants you go to, okay? Yeah, they may have Asians out front, but I guarantee you in the back, it's Mexicans who are cooking everything. We could, yes, we could point that out. We're not going to say that out loud, of course, because that would get us taken off YouTube.
LT, you're being a little redundant there. It's a white woman.
Oh.
I'm just surprised you actually don't know what to be offended by right now, do you?
No,
This is like watching a computer glitch.
Oh, uh-oh. You threw stones. Savo heard you. About to say, yeah, Harmony. If Harmony was here, she'd be pissed too.
Well, Savo, you can always pay T-shirt to kick me off the stream.
Why?
Harmony's a transparent woman, not a white woman, technically.
Oh, yeah. Thaw says, last Greek restaurant I went to was not Greek cooks. Let's say Asian. Yeah, no kid. I mean, does it really matter who's doing the cooking as long as it tastes good? I mean,
like the best Chinese restaurant in London, Chinatown. It's like this multi-story, red-painted place with like roast ducks in the window and everything. But if you're not Asian, they treat you like shit, but you just suck it up because the food's good. Guaylo, we'll put you over here in the dark corner next to the toilets. Just sit there and shh.
I actually found out what Guaylo means. It means ghost man.
Mm.
So I don't know. Let's see what else. What else do I got here? I've got some more funnies. Let me find another one here. I know I got a couple. Here we go. Oh wait. Okay, this is not a funny. I apologize. This is not a funny. That people need to manufacture oppression and racism is the highest endorsement of West. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, seriously, it's like oppression Olympics, and I don't get it anymore. I mean, I kind of thought we were past all that. That kind of what the new presidency is all about. But
yeah, bringing the oppression back, I think.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's a currency.
What's this anyway? This video.
Okay, this is the trailer that. No, this is the trailer that dropped for the brand new RoboCop game.
There were too many. And their weapons. So many good officers that...
And wow, it's really
all the
kind of...
would be afraid of us.
Cops shouldn't be feared. What do you want us to be? Judges? Executioners?
What do you think, Murphy?
Surrender, or there will be trouble.
You're going down!
Trouble, then.
Yeah, it's stuttering. Yay. But...
It's not accurate. I didn't see him shoot anyone in the dick.
Yeah. Actually, it's kind of interesting that you get to play Murphy in it a couple of times, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Probably in flashback sequences or something, but still. Is it DLC for Rogue City? I think it's an actual new game. It's what I've been told. It's like it's RoboCop 2 or something, but I don't know. If it's DLC, it's pretty awesome.
Well, regardless, they went and put the first game on sale for like 80% off. So if you got $10, you can buy RoboCop.
And I recommend it too. It's lots of fun. My only problem with the RoboCop game is he is slow.
But he should be slow.
I know, but it's like it's kind of a big gaming area that you're in. So getting from place to place takes a little time. So you have to be prepared for that. Yes, I would like a new Judge Dredd game or movie or TV series. Yeah, that would be incredible. Except they would probably ruin it because I can't see any companies doing, hardcore fascist Judge Dredd as, the way he's supposed to be intended.
Well, it's Rebellion, the software studio that owns 2000 AD now and all its rights. But I think they're focused on Rogue Trooper with the upcoming film for that.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Apparently, there were several 2080 games in development, but they got dropped. I really would like to see a Judge Dredd IP done and done right. I mean, because the movie that we got
there was a first-person shooter Dredd game. No, it wasn't that good. There was a Rogue Trooper game that was okay. But...
Yeah, but I want to see a good one.
Yeah.
I just don't think we can now.
I don't know. Rebellion have done some interesting games that have been a little bit risky here and there, like the Sniper series.
Yeah, Sniper is good.
They've got that Atomfall coming out soon. That's one of theirs. They had that multiplayer sort of steampunk thing that was out. That was all right.
Remember that? I'm gonna have to look up some. Gonna have to look up some more of Rebellion Studios output because I do have a couple of the Sniper games and those are a lot of fun. My nickname for that is Testicle Shooter Simulator.
Well, they got the whole spin-off series from that with the undead Nazis. So
yeah, I've got that one.
It's always fun to shoot zombie Nazis.
It is. I mean, you know. Let me see. Do I have anything? Oh. I don't really know if this one's funny or not. I'll probably end up getting copyright claim for this one, but I think this is probably something from your neck of the woods, dude. This right here. This just showed up on my feed. What?
It's Bottom.
What's Bottom?
The series.
What?
This is
well,
from.
tell me more.
Okay. This is Rick Melton, Adrian Edmondson. Originally, they were the Dangerous Brothers. They came up as part of the alternative comedy scene in the 80s, along with Alexei Sayle, the rest of the Young Ones, all of that kind of crew.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of the antithesis of the Cambridge Footlights. And these two worked together basically their entire lives until Rick Mayall died, obviously. Doing the kind of anarchic, over-the-top physical comedy and stupid stuff that we know and love them for. And Bottom, I think they did 3 series of Bottom, and there was a film, and they did a stage version of it as well, which is about Richard and Edward Hitler.
Okay, wait. 1 second. Okay, first off, just a passerby. First off, I'm a Southerner, not a Yankee.
All Americans are Yankees.
No.
Yes.
No.
All Americans are Yanks.
People up in the north are Yankees. I'm a damn hillbilly. I'm a redneck. I'm a whatever you want to call somebody in the South.
You're a redneck Yank.
Yeah. And okay,
you're all Scottish to me, so it's mute.
And I don't know Bottom, but I did know the Young Ones. Thank you. So
yeah,
we did watch Neil eating digestive biscuits.
Yes, so they've decided to go camping in this episode, and they've just gone into the park in London rather than actually going anywhere camping. But they forgot to bring any food, except Eddie, who remembered to bring some biscuits, and then was eating all of them.
I totally knew he was going to do that.
I think those are Jammy Dodgers, or maybe Hobnobs, actually.
At first I thought they were Australian, and I thought they were Tim Tams, which I've never eaten a Tim Tam, but I've heard that they're like insanely good. So Australians out there who watch this, yeah, let me know how good Tim Tams really are. I mean, are they worth beating the crap out of each other? Oh, ow! Which one of them did you say died? This one, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see how.
Well, no, he tipped over his quad bike and nearly died, and then stayed around for a few years, but he was never quite the same.
Sorry, I should have probably frozen on that, just so you could have seen what they were.
Yeah. Oh, well.
So, yeah, there was that.
Yeah. A lot of the series is on YouTube now, though it shouldn't be. So go and look it up and watch it. The live shows are hilarious, especially the one where they're in Southampton, and Adrian Edmondson goes on a whole thing.
I'll have to wait until after my wound is healed up, because I am a feeling I would end up in the ER with split stitches.
It's full of great lines and awful physical comedy. So
we definitely like physical comedy around here. And
if you like the young ones, you'll like it.
I did. And RoboCat. Did he forget to turn his mic on again?
Be trouble. He might have done.
Dead or alive, you're coming with meow.
Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh. Do we have time to talk a little bit about Werewolf the Apocalypse?
Why would we want to do that?
Because we'd really like you to run that sometime.
Why would you want me to do that?
Because it's really interesting to me.
What, the new one?
No. Are you kidding me? No. No. The classic one.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm starting to read up more and more of the lore and the history and all that, and now I'm suddenly starting to become a little bit more obsessed with it, because before I was only cursorily interested in werewolf. I mean, yeah, I liked it because it's like, yeah, a great big giant werewolf, a lot of slashy, a lot of hacky. Game is supposed to be faster paced and nastier than vampire, and you don't just stand around, doing whatever vampires do. Instead you're actually like, raiding places and fighting monsters and all this other crap. And
yeah.
And soon they play mage. No.
I love mage. I'd rather play mage.
Why do you like mage? It's
because it's freaking awesome.
The magic system is ridiculous.
It's the best magic system ever created.
The players who I first played all the World of Darkness stuff with, yes, we're talking about that other edition. Those players introduced me to mage basically first and foremost before anything else. So I got excited with Grim. I kind of have a soft spot for it, even though I kind of barely understand it.
Hey, K-Mike, you don't play with us anymore, so you can't play mage. So yeah, there you go. You'd have to start playing with us again. No, but so I had it.
So what is it that has you excited about werewolves?
Fairy
porn?
No, absolutely not. Actually, no. Actually, I think the Mokole are really cool. The crocodilian lizard shifters and stuff like that, who have the memories that go back to the age of kings and all that stuff from before the time when mammals actually existed, and the fact that they're the living memory of Gaia, and they don't like werewolves.
Yeah, and your full-on combat form can have dinosaur characteristics at high levels.
Yeah, or dragon. I mean, they could actually like breathe fire and stuff.
Mage is better than Ars Magica because it's basically the same system, but it's updated, cleaned up, and more comprehensible. Or at least it's a version of one of the Ars Magica magic systems, depending which edition we're talking about.
I always thought Fairy would be the one that would really be fun to play, though, because, I mean, as it's described in the newer book, and I think I probably said this before, but yeah, it's like, the world basically ended, the mages got exactly what they wanted, and they just turned the entire world mundane, and unfortunately they turned themselves mundane, and the only thing that survived was the Fae, because they were in the Fae realm. So then the Fae start coming back into the world, and they start giving people dreams or feeding off of their dreams in order to, bring magic back into the world, and they can only do it for so long until their own power runs out, and they got to go back to the dreaming and basically play big games at Dungeons and Dragons for real until their magic comes back up, and then they can go back to Earth and start doing it all over again. I mean, does that sound about right?
Yeah, Changelings War is a bit weak sauce compared to everything else. And that's putting a very, very positive spin on what they do, because actually tend to do is suck the creativity out of people and kind of use them up. Yeah.
Well, I mean, but it's to populate the entire world with magic.
And pukas are super annoying because everything they say has to be a lie.
So just make a rule: nobody can play a puka.
They were like the most popular thing to play, but people found ways around it, like adding "not" to the end of every single sentence.
Oh, that's where that came from.
No, that came from the movies, but that was them choosing to do that.
Well, that's like everybody wanting to play Malkavians in Vampire because I could play the crazy dude.
Yeah, lazy roleplay.
It is lazy roleplay. I played a Malkavian once, and the Malkavian ability was a split personality. So, like in times of stress, a completely different set of stats, a completely different character would be run, and like the GM would pretty much run it for me, and I just gotta sit back and. And then later on when I'd come out of it, everybody'd be like, "Oh yeah, we got to meet Roy. Roy was cool." Who's Roy? You didn't know Roy?
I would only play a Malkavian if I was basically playing Alex Jones.
That would kind of work.
It was.
Yeah, sort of Paradigm Breaker or something. I can't remember exactly what it was called.
Prefer Ventru or Tremere and that. Tremere.
Stuck up backstabber.
I don't know. It'd be fun to play White Wolf, but we can't do like a one shot because that's just like nah. You can't play a one shot of a White Wolf game. You have to play like a multiple. I mean, because it's too much investment.
Not to complete my self-assigned task, aren't you?
Well, I mean, look at it this way: you're still relatively young. You have a lot of years that you can finish your task, so you have time to sidebar off into like I don't know, 10 sessions or something.
Well, it's Electric State still tomorrow because we made it a two-parter. So,
ooh. I need to watch the first one so I can see what I missed, because the ad you made for that looked really good.
Cholo Chipmunk.
Yep, Cholo Chipmunk, that was funny. Nosferatu, you rather like your monsters look like monsters. Yeah, actually, I did play a Nosferatu as my first character, and it was a template from the Nosferatu book, so I literally played El Diablo Verde, the luchador Nosferatu. He wears a mask all the time. I mean, even in public. He's a cool character. I mean, I actually got to use like Spanglishisms all the time.
Luchador, remove your mask. I wear no mask.
Well, in his case, he did. A luchador does not remove his mask, senor. Must beat me.
I think I either played a Deva or a Ventru. For my first character.
I don't remember the Deva.
Oh, that was some obscure bloodline, I think.
Yeah.
The Requiem.
Oh.
Fuck that in the ear.
Yeah, no. Nobody played the Requiem.
I guess the vampire thing was okay, except it didn't really work because vampires never traveled and couldn't stand to be around one another. So how that was ever supposed to work as a game with a group, I have no idea, but I will never forgive them for what they did to Mage.
I don't know what they did to Mage, but
they turned it into Theosophists, Madame Blavatsky, Atlantis, bunch of shite.
Crap.
It was a bit like making a game based around Scientology. It was just ugh.
Are the Tzimisce also scary looking? Well, it kind of depends on the Tzimisce, but yeah, they can look really scary looking. Actually, the Tzimisce are pretty horrible in general because what you find out from their lore is the original Tzimisce, the founder, creator, or whatever of the whole clan, in order to propagate himself as a clan, literally puts parts of himself into every single Tzimisce that's ever made through the blood. So he's basically the thing and his blood itself is him. So every single vampire that's a Tzimisce is still carrying a part of him, and at any point he can take control of, look through the eyes of, speak through, or whatever, any of the clan that is, part of him. And at some point in the future, it's like he eventually starts reabsorbing all of his clan and becomes like this giant nightmare monster that lives under the sewers, just absorbing biomass.
Yeah,
it's kind of.
I played a Tzimisce Sabat character in the Sabat LARP. I just pumped all my XP into different combat forms. So you can get Corruptor and Marauder, but you can also buy alternate forms. So I had like a spider form and all kinds of other ones. That was cool.
So what's going on with the game currently?
With Vampire?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't care enough to keep an eye on it, really. Even though we've been playing it, I would just rather do my own thing. So.
Yeah, it's crap. We just don't do it. I mean, every once in a while I'll catch a YouTube video that has some lore and stuff on the latest, and I just kind of like listen and I go, "Oh, that's nice. That would have been great if I was playing 5th edition, but I'm not." So I like the Salubri Lord Thoth. I liked him. Old Clan Tzimisce and True Bruja. Okay, Old Clan Tzimisce doesn't have vicissitude, so they are not vulnerable to...
No, they have Coldunic sorcery instead.
And True Bruja, I mean, I don't know. They're
time control powers.
Yeah. They're not super fast.
That was all that Black Hand stuff, which apparently was never supposed to be published. So I don't quite know what happened there. I'm going to blame Justin Achille and his Bolivian marching powder for that one getting out.
I mean, when we talked to Mark, it's like, apparently there weren't supposed to be any clans beyond the initial offerings in the first book. So, and then they just started coming out with clan after clan and bloodline after bloodline, and I don't know, man. Tremere is just a gateway drug to mage. Yeah. Well, I thought that was funny, the fact that the Tremere were looking for immortality and all that. And they were all mages, and then so they ate Saulot and found out, oh, guess what? Now that we're vampires, we're no longer connected to, the Aether, so we can't do magic anymore.
Yeah. Disconnected from your awakened spirits. So let's see, what is going on? Gehenna War, not interested. Crimson Gutter, not interested. That's the latest news for Vampire. Werewolf, Shattered Nation, Scent of Decay. It looks like they're doing adventure stuff and location stuff, which I'm just totally not interested in.
I mean, why? I mean,
because I got no use for it,
No, I mean, it's just like I think that ship is going to run aground if it hasn't already. Do people still play Vampire in the spin-offs? No one here does. I mean, I don't know about the new one.
Most of the people that do are playing V20 and that stuff. The Onyx Path games.
Yep.
So, which is kind of like, I guess, Pathfinder for storytelling.
Well, kind of is. I mean, they reproduce all that same material in their big old V20 books, which is why, they cost $90 to print. Speaking of which, I'm going to have to stump up a little bit of money and get a printed out Werewolf the Apocalypse V20 book, because, if the printing costs on that go up, I'm not going to be able to afford it. Never actually played Vampire, the old lore's off. I mean, it's... Vampire is one of those games where it's kind of like 40K, where even if you aren't, actively playing the game, you could sit there and read all the lore and immerse yourself in their universe, and it is so mega freaking deep. And now that I think about it, that is one of the biggest differences between Dungeons and Dragons and most of these other games. Because Dungeons and Dragons lore keeps changing, or it keeps being revised, or it's just kind of largely non-canonical. Except for the Forgotten Realms. But even now, I mean, now that I guess Ed Greenwood is no longer in charge of it, there's no telling what they've done with it.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, vampire lore is super deep. There's tons of big ass books that are written on it. Warhammer lore is super deep. There's tons of books written on it. I think even Shadowrun has some fairly deep lore.
Shadowrun had meta plot before White Wolf stuff did. So, kind of.
Passerby, I have. If I don't, I don't think I have the old edition that has the claw marks on the card cover. I used to, way back in the past. But the nice thing about the 20th anniversary edition is it has all the crap that was in that book, and then it has a whole bunch of other crap that makes it even better. Those books are really big and thick and valuable and expensive because they cost like $90 to $100 to print. And I'm not even kidding. Just jump up on DriveThruRPG, go take a look at the premium print for Werewolf the Apocalypse. Look at how much that costs. And you'll see what I'm talking about. That's why I need to save up a little bit of money for it. Good lore transcends the media that creates it. Yes, it does, which is why Star Wars still exists. And Star Trek.
They can throw all the old lore out, but the people are still going to obsess over it. They don't quite need the new stuff.
Yeah.
And ultimately, we're getting to a point of people are going to take and leave the stuff they do like.
Yeah, exactly.
I know people who do like certain elements of the current stuff, like they liked, the Rogue One film, and they've kind of worked into what they consider the canon of Star Wars, alongside like characters like Kyle Katarn.
Yeah. Yeah. The fans always kind of picked and chose what they wanted out of all of their fandoms. And just kind of ignored the stuff that really didn't make any sense. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's the same with vampire stuff. Because, I mean, for a lot of us, if it's not the old green books or the more current green books, we're not going past that. I mean, I'm not going to do the whole Second Inquisition and now the Anarchs are the bad guys. And now it's Anarch versus Camarilla. And the Brujah are just... I mean, not the... What the hell were they called again? Sabbat?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Sabbat or what are the Sabbat now?
Presumably what the Gehenna Wars book is about, because they're all off fighting the ancient ones in the Middle East.
Stupid. I'll stick to the old stuff. And actually the cool thing is when you go back and you look at all the stuff that the Sabbat was all about, the Sabbat ended up being right in the first place.
Yep.
Because, the Camarilla was like, oh, no, if we do all these good things and look the other way and everything like that, none of those bad things will happen. And the Sabbat was kind of like, your elders are going to wake up and eat us all. Maybe you want to do something about that. And sure enough. Although I really hate to think of playing a Sabbat-based vampire game just because it's kind of like, okay, this is a license to just be as brutal and ugly as you want to be. It's like you'd almost have to run it on an X-rated channel. You couldn't, YouTube wouldn't let you.
No. Could run it on Rumble, I suppose, but I don't know what their rules are like exactly.
I'll have to run it on Cornhub.
No, you'll be fine. Just go to Kick.
Oh yeah, nobody watches Kick anyway, or Odyssey.
Don't know. YouTube allows computer game violence, so I don't know.
Ship crashed after captain forgot about the English coast. Okay. Like, he didn't know there was a coast there? I mean, he didn't have any equipment or anything that told him there was a coast there?
He just forgot.
He just forgot. Okay. Craziness. Well, all right. You're going to do your Electric Town tomorrow?
The Electric State, yes.
Electric State, yes. All right.
And we did break at a point where introducing other characters would work. So if you wish to join us, you may.
We'll see how I'm feeling, but I'll look it over and render my judgment. You know, like I said, I've been out of it for a little while and haven't really had the creative juices. But now that everything is kind of fixed, I might actually start coming back into things because that's one less thing to worry about.
Groovy.
Although now I have to worry about getting a car. So, yay.
Well, is the insurance giving you anything back?
I'm sure they will after they take a look at it. I mean, they have to have a claims adjuster go take a look at it. I'm pretty sure they're going to say, we're going to total that thing because there's no way they're going to want to fix a 15-year-old car that's been damaged that badly. It would cost more to fix it than it would be for them to just, you know, give me $1,000 or something and say, here you go buy a new car. Not that you can really buy a good car with $1,000, but
it's
something.
a good start.
I mean, I was wanting a new vehicle anyway. I just didn't necessarily want to be, kind of pressured into it that way.
Yeah.
We spent
the insurance money, buy a moped, and blow the rest on hookers and blow.
Hey, that's an idea. Although this is Texas, moped might not be really comfortable in the winter. And anyway. All right, guys, my voice is starting to give out on me, and I'm starting to hurt. So shall we end things?
Let's.
All right.
Your
Thank you all very much. Thank you all very much for hanging out with us tonight. Those of y'all who are, well-wishing me, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I'm healing slowly, surely. And we will see you Tuesday with the Geeks. So until then, take care.
On behalf of the staff of the Independent California Motel, I wish you all sweet dreams.